Also, Shang-Chi is the first Marvel movie in an Asian American superhero and has brought much attention to representation and its impact. Recently, we had the opportunity to talk to the cast and director of Shang-Chi on the effect of having the first Asian American superhero finally, especially for the younger members of the community. We have tonight a conversation with actress, comedian, rapper, and TV host Awkwafina. Here is the conversation. Awkwafina, welcome to ITV Gold. It's so awesome to have an Asian American actor here with us on our South Asian network. I hope you're doing well. My first question to you has to be, how much of Katie is you, and what elements of your personality do you think you had in you to build this character?
Oh wow. I feel like a lot of Katie felt very close to me. I think Destin wanted to make Katie a little bit more my own personality, and I would read the lines sometimes in the morning and I'd just crack up. I think that she is full of joy, I think. And I think that's maybe how I am. So it's good.
Right. You know, I have to ask you about this. Katie's character evolves through the movie. Without giving too much information about the movie here, what do you have to say about that? And how important do you think that evolvement was for her character?
Well, I think she definitely evolves throughout the movie. I think that, it starts with her learning that the world in front of her is a lot bigger than she thought. And I think that changes her whole outlook on maybe her own priorities, her own life. And I think that, she really demonstrates this kind of fierce loyalty of her friend and understanding of like what he's going through. And I really respect that about her.
You know, I have to ask you, what do you feel about being in the MCU, the spectacle that, Daniel has created? How does that make you feel?
Wow, I mean, it's really cool. I think, just even the filming process in when you're in the MCU, it really is another world. And it felt like so magical just see all of this happen literally before your eyes, to like this amazing premiere that we had, that I think was one of the first ones back. And it just feels really good to watch it. It feels big. It feels like something we need right now. So it's really special.
The movie features not only just almost an all Asian cast, but also crew. We are seeing a lot of people behind the camera that are, Asian. How important do you think that step was for the Marvel Cinematic Universe to showcase and to produce? And how important do you think it is for all of us to see that?
I think it's always really important. I think, definitely when it comes to representation in front and behind the camera, it's very important that we're telling stories that have, authentic kind of roots. And also, I think on this movie, I've worked with some Asian Americans that I like in roles. Like we had an Asian American first AD, which was I've never worked with an Asian American first AD. It was very cool. So we definitely had like a really amazing crew, like from all across the world. And yeah, I think it's just really important always to have that balance in front and behind. Yeah.
How was it learning archery in the movie?
That was crazy. It was really nuts. Because I had lessons, and I just kept thinking about, one of my idols, Gina Davis, and how like she's like an Olympic archer. And I was like, man, Gina Davis does this and I can't even pull a string back. And it's so cool. So it was fun to like learn something else for once. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I have to ask you about the bus scene again. Very comical, very action-packed. What was the brief given to you and what was going through your mind when you were filming that?
I just remember thinking like, all I'm doing really is just driving a bus. Well, and there's so much going on behind me. There's so many, like there's like really intense things going on. I mean, I'm just driving the bus, So I just wanted to be there to make sure everyone else was all right.
The world has no idea what they're up for.
It's time for you to take your place by my side.
That's not going to happen.